Greetings, this is your Tibetan ham radio operator again. Today I want to show you my antenna that I purchased from Radioddity. It's the model number HF-010, and in this picture I show you that my antenna is fully erected and it's the whip is full length and everything else is loaded. The loading coil for the 20 meters to 17 meters is installed there. Sorry, 40 meters to 17 meters. And it's in the ground using the spike and the tripod. So regarding this antenna, I'm not going to be talking to you about it, since there's a lot of great internet ham radio guys who have time and again have explained and demonstrated the qualities and features of this antenna. However, I am going to talk to you today about two features that have kind of got me intrigued. And these are regarding the counterpoise wire, reels, and the coax that's there. Now, regarding the counterpoise, two things that I need to mention. There were some people on the internet mentioning that the end of the counterpoise, when they wrap it up, the picture didn't come out too clear. Let me put it on tripod and I will demonstrate for you. Just hold on a second, and I will then get you a full information here. Sorry, camera is a bit shaky, and I'm just trying to put it on the tripod here. Sorry, I don't have editing software, so I may not be able to edit this. However, I will give you a brief rundown of what I'm trying to talk about regarding these two items. So let's see. First of all, let me get in focus a little bit, and then I'm gonna just tell you about it. Okay, first of all, regarding the counterpoise, I've seen some people on the internet mention that when they wind this counterpoise back up, they're not able to, they don't know how to tie this end up. And I've seen some using tape that was originally there to use it to hold it. But there is a little rubber thingy on here at the end. You can see it, I'm not too sure. It's a little rubber thingy. That is the one where the banana jack loops into at the end of the coil, so that it holds it in place. So that is one thing that I'd like to mention. The second is that there are, every 1 meter, there's a white marking here, and that's supposed to represent 1 meter. However, I do need to let people know that this wire marker is not very stable. It moves up and down, so you've got to be very careful. When you're setting up your counterpoise, you need to measure the counterpoise with your tape and confirm that it is 1 meter. Otherwise, just depending on the white marker, you may get the wrong length for your frequency. So that's the information. And the counterpoise itself, its construction is good. The wire is quite good, and the reel, everything. The idea, concept is very good. The other issue I need to mention is at the banana jack screws into this little black thing. What do you call it? At the end where the joint is made, and you got to be careful when you plug it into the into the end of the antenna. Sometimes because the fit is very tight, sometimes if you pull too hard, this slips off, and then you'll end up with this plastic thing there, and you'll be tugging on this, which could cause stress on the end of this connection. So this, I think, one should be very careful. This is all my observation. I do apologize if people have noticed and have made comments regarding it. So this one thing. The other thing is the plastic is not very strong. I know, given the price and we can't expect anything too much, but at least if the plastic was a little stronger, it would help. It already has some cracks on it. For example, this one too has a little crack on it. Let me show you. Here, the reel is cracked. It came already in the package cracked, so I'm wondering this could have been put under a little stress or something, but it is damaged here. And so this is one other thing. Now, aside from these counterpoise reels and the little things that I notice, I'm going to talk mainly about this, the coax. Basically, the coax, it's kind of very difficult to unwind, and also winding is also very difficult, because there's at the end of the reel, there's about 4 wraps that are left behind after you attach this to the antenna and this to your radio. There's 4 wraps that are on the reel, which is zip tied together, and therefore that makes the wrapping very, very difficult. If you wrap forward, the other winding that's zip tied goes this way and tangles with the main wire, so it's very difficult to wind it back again. This reel, I just managed to wrap it after many tries, and hand wiping the smaller wire. Each time I take one round of this, I have to reverse the other end, otherwise it tangles up and you can't wrap it at all. So I think basically all of this, if you had it on a little, what do you call it, tie up, and the coax, if it was just wrapped up like this, it may have been easier and it may have been cheaper. The idea of this wrap is very good. It's whoever thought of it is very good. But I don't think they have put this in practice to see how it wraps and unwraps. This is the most difficult part of it. But the idea that it's on a reel is very good. So let me show you. I'm going to unwrap this cable and see how it goes. It's very, very fiddly. Now, when I'm unwrapping, the other end tries to go tie up. So I guess it untangles itself, and it's very, very difficult. So the only way to unwrap it is just pull it one by one, pull the wire up. So it goes like this, kind of very, very fiddly. I don't know, maybe some are more, fingers and things are more flexible and easier. But for me, I found this very, very tricky and kind of very cumbersome. So you're supposed to be able to set this up in 2 minutes, but the 2 minutes already spent on trying to unravel this cable. So here I am. I'm going to unravel it this way, and at the end I will show you where it ties up. So I'm unraveling, and this is it. Okay, here's where it all ties up. Now see, it is zip tied here. There's a tiny black zip tie, and that kind of gets in the way. the two are crossed over and tied up. So that makes it a little weird. And there's 4 wraps on this. So I'm wondering, could it be, did they try to zip tie it to try and make a light choke out of the coax cable, or is just for convenience they wrapped it? I'm not too sure what was the idea for tying them, zip tying them up together like this. If you cut this and wrap it up like in a single roll, it might be much easier. But I don't see what the purpose of this zip tie and why it goes like this. I think this is the idea itself is very good, but very cumbersome. So I didn't get it. I'm sure many other hams have faced this issue. And so what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to cut this off and try and just wrap the cable separately, singly, see if it goes. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to just put the cable separately. The wrapping idea is very good. The quality of the gadget is very good, but unfortunately, for some reason, it's kind of very dubious in the way you're supposed to wrap it up. So if there's anybody out there who knows a technique that we can follow, let me know in the comments, and I could enlighten myself. But at this time, kind of, it's very, very annoying too, because if you see now, here we are. I'm going to try and wrap it back up again, and I'll show you exactly what's happening here. I release this, and then I try to wrap it up. Now, if you see, this wraps over, and then in the end, what will happen is it will tangle itself up. So here we go. It keeps tangling up. See, it tangles, and this goes on. You see, it gets wrapped up now. Again, this is very, very awkward to do. So this is the way it's wrapping up. I don't think this is a good way to wrap the cable up. If you do it too often, it might end up, breaking the cable. So anyway, here I managed to wrap it up this time. But the first time I tried to wrap it back up, it was so difficult. It kind of tangled up and gave me a big, big headache. But the wrap too, it doesn't wrap too properly. But anyway, here it is. And this is all I have to say about this antenna. Quality of the antenna is very good. For the money I paid, I don't think I can complain too much. But these are some smaller, minor details that I like to explain to you. My hams, those who have bought this antenna, they can definitely see what's actually happening here. So I'm going to wrap this up for today. This is all for today, and it's the HF-010 antenna from Radioddity, and I've hooked it up to my Zyko G90, and I can get the SVR quite down to quite a bit, and I think it would be good. The reason I couldn't get any reception yesterday was I'm still new with the Zyko G90. I'm not familiar with the menus. Currently, what I'm having an issue with is I'm having a very low audio on it. It's not the radio. I think it's just the settings that I've messed up, or I haven't done it correctly. So I'm going to go over the menu again. It's manual. I read the manual several times. I read it online, also the hard copy, and I'm going to go over it again. And hopefully I'll be able to, in a day or two, get a full, make some QSOs on the internet. Okay, this is all for today. This is your Tibetan ham radio guy saying bye, thank you, and 73.